It's us again. It's the Kelly family. All right. Kilo wanted me to do a military spousal questionnaire about how do I feel about being a military spouse as a man. You know what I'm saying? So I looked over these questions and I'm going to answer these questions the best to my abilities. All right. Wait a minute. She always says other stuff before she goes into the detail of her message. Am I supposed to add like some music here? Am I supposed to, show off my do-rag?
Thank you for stopping by.
Oh yeah, hey, thank y'all for stopping by. You know what I'm saying, and checking out the Kelly family, man. So let's go, man. There's 8 questions on here, man, and I'm gonna answer them. I'm gonna be truthful. You know what I'm saying? As far as my military men spouses out there, man. You know what I'm saying? All right. Question 1. How do you feel when people think you're the soldier and I'm the civilian? It all depends on who I'm talking to. You know what I'm saying? Because some people, it's just a genuine, and then some people, once I tell them, nah, my wife is in, it's kind of like that look of, you weak. Like, how your wife gonna be in the military and you not? You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but personally, I don't feel anything, I don't feel like less of a man because of it. So it really doesn't bother me. Question number 2. Do you feel your role as a man plus head of the house clashes with her role as a leader? Why or why not? Do I feel like my role as a man plus head of the house clashes with her role as a leader? Yeah and no, right? No in a sense because, you know what I'm saying, when my wife comes home, that leadership mentality, that you know what I'm saying, her being the boss and being, over people, it doesn't carry over into the house. Like, she doesn't come in acting like her rank. She doesn't treat me like her rank. And at the same time, I don't treat her like, you know what I'm saying, I'm the man of the house. Like, because, it's not a dictatorship. I don't know, how, much y'all are into the Bible, but the disciples asked, Christ, who would be the greatest amongst them? And Christ replied, he said, the greatest amongst you shall serve. So if, as a man and I'm the head of the house, then, my job is to serve. So first off, I just wanted to throw that out there. And then let me come back and say that the part where I say yes is because the days where she got to stay late. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I'll be really, really, really upset. Like, this is my wife. You know what I'm saying? She out 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night up at work. I'll be ready to call some people. You know what I'm saying? Go up there and show up on her job, But, so that right there, I can kind of say that it kind of makes me feel less of a man, because usually it's the other way around. You know what I'm saying? The wife calling up to the husband's platoon or things like that. For the record, I have yet to call up there, but I can honestly say I have a greater respect for spouses that are women. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was I'm prior military. When I was in, I used to be like, God, dog, man, she don't know her husband in the military, man. Stop calling up here. You know what I'm saying? He where he's supposed to be. But now that, you know what I'm saying, I'm in their shoes, like, I completely understand. You know what I'm saying? So, in that point right there, yes, sometimes I do feel less of a man because of that emotional type anger that I be having to go up there, you know what I'm saying, and let my voice be heard. Like, okay, where's my wife? Why isn't she home? So, how do you feel about moving because of your wife's career? It's a love/hate relationship. You know, I love to travel, but I like to travel on my own accord. Like, you know, me waking up or, you know, saying like, baby, let's go to Hawaii, let's go here, let's go there, let's go to Jamaica. Don't say nothing, cause I said Jamaica. She didn't want to go to Jamaica for the longest, and I've been like, nah, let's go here. But nah, so there is a conflict of interest there. And secondly, you know, me, you know, thank God now that the Lord has blessed me with a career, but at first I didn't have a career. So, you know, me having to change jobs and everywhere we went, you know, was kind of getting frustrated. You know, I felt like, you know, she had her niche and what it is she's good at. She had her career. You know, we can be amongst other couples and she can be like, oh yeah, I love the military, blase, blase. And they like, hey, what you do? And I'm like, well, I do a lot of things. I had this job and then I had that job. Then I had this job, you know? So definitely that was a huge issue, man. And that was one of the biggest things, man, like regarding, you know, some moves and decisions when we used to talk about where we wanted to go and this and that. You know, part of my rebellion or my attitude would come from that because I just felt like, dang, you know, can I get into a place to where I can establish a career for myself, to where I can say, hey, you know, I'm good at this or I'm good at that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, praise be to the Father, man. He's definitely opened the door of opportunity for me to have a career and be able to take my career with me when we PCS. So, you know, like literally take it with me and still be working, like without having to call in, you know, fill out applications. Like, so the Lord is definitely, He provides, man. So, yeah. Question number 4. How do you feel about me working in a predominantly male atmosphere? Hey, I know where I stand. No, look me in. I know. No, I'm joking, y'all. I'm not, but I'm not joking. Honestly, I don't care. It doesn't bother me. You know. I'm gonna be real careful how I say this because I want to word it in a way to where it's able to bless you. Scripture says that no good thing dwell in the flesh. So this natural flesh of ours, our natural desire to sin, no good thing dwells in it. So we put no confidence in the flesh, right? My trust is in the Father. Now, hear me clearly. I'm not saying I don't put nothing past my wife. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I trust the Father concerning my wife working in a predominantly male atmosphere. So that's that. I don't walk around thinking who's talking to her now and, you know, who's trying to get on her and, oh, who's she working late with. I don't care about all that, to be honest with you. You know, I trust my Father. You know, I trust the God in her. Not the flesh, but I trust the God in her. 5. Bro, your F looks like a K. How do you handle frustration? How do you handle frustration with the military or unit, being that you are less likely to seek support or use other women's spouse as an outlet? Hold on, what? How do you handle frustration with the military or unit, being that, what are you asking here? Can you clarify that?
How do you handle frustration, being that frustration with the unit and the military, being that you're less likely to lean on other FRG or other military spouses because they're predominantly women?
Oh, let me tell you about that one. All right. Once again, we're going back to that flesh thing. No good things dwell in the flesh, right? Do I feel like I'm gonna go in there and talk to one of those women? No. Am I gonna put confidence in my flesh? No. So I stay far away as a man from FRG, right? Think about this. My wife's deployed. These ladies and their husbands are deployed, right? And I'm the male of probably one of 3 or 4, in this whole group of maybe 20 to 30 women, or probably more, right? After a while, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna go from, oh, we're just FRG family, and pretty soon, because my wife is gone and her husband is gone, we gonna start looking at each other a little different. You know what I'm saying? So it's best to even just to remove yourself from that situation. You know what I'm saying? You leave no room for the enemy. That don't make you a weak person by saying, you know what, I'm cool. It makes you wise. It makes you wise. I value my marriage. I love my marriage, and I will not put myself in any predicament to where I'm faced with the opportunity of, do I cheat or do I not cheat? Do I cheat or do I not cheat? I don't want to be put in that. You know what I'm saying? I want to stay in my little zone away from FRG. And there's no disrespect to FRG. I feel like it's a wonderful group. I feel like it allows women to come together and vent when their families are in the field. They come together, they send postcards, they put together programs and things for the family. Man, it's awesome. It's great. But I'm cool on it. I'm straight. It's just not a good look, right? Think about it. Once again, another scenario. My wife gone, these ladies' husbands gone, right? We all know each other from the group. Something needs done around the house. Who you probably think they gonna call? Exactly. It's not good. It's not good. Did I answer that question? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
So, how do I deal with my frustration? That's a good question. Because it's I have people that I can vent to, but I don't have many people that I can vent to about this situation. I don't know too many male spouses. So, I knew one, but like I said, it's kind of hard to vent to someone. So I tend to do a lot of my venting to the father himself. I know I mentioned a lot about the father. I'm sorry, that's my faith. Well, I'm not apologizing, so let me take that sorry back, but that's my faith. That's how I deal with the frustration. Or I play Madden. I play a lot of Madden. Hey, so don't be thinking when I'm playing Madden, I'm angry at your job. All I'm saying is, Madden, you know what I'm saying? It's a good game. Ladies, buy your husband Madden. Buy him 2K. Buy him, I don't even play them other games. Alright. If your wife took command, would you lead or join support the FRG? No. No. I don't want to be nowhere near FRG. I just told you. For that very reason. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. I don't want to be the head person that women come to. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that guy. I'm cool. I'm straight. Next question. Move, Rachel. Licking my elbow and stuff. God, dog, you see I'm on here trying to do an interview with a new addition to the family. How do you feel about the possibility of your wife deploying and you being the primary parent for up to a year? Bruh.
Rachel just come in drinking water off the house.
Bruh. Look, Rachel drinking water with a purpose. Look, she was like, let me drink for him. You know what I'm saying? So how do I feel with a new addition to the family? How do you feel about the possibility of your wife deploying and you being a primary parent for up to a year? How do I feel? I mean, honestly, man, I don't even want to picture it. Even before the the new edition came, I never wanted my wife to deploy. Like, I never wanted her to experience that. I done deployed. We're not gonna get into all that. Yeah, no need. But I just rather her not experience that. But especially with a new addition to the family, bruh, look, all I do is change diapers. I change diapers. I feed them. You know what I'm saying? But that nurturing, nurturing. Did I say that right? Nurturing. Is it nurturing?
Nurturing.
That nurturing ability that women have, men don't have that. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how the Father made us. Please don't get on here talking about sexist. He's sexist. That's not what I'm not a sexist. I'm just stating the obvious fact that women are nurturers. You know what I'm saying? Not too many men have that. So my wife will be missed in that category and just everything that she's able to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty one-track minded. My mindset on this, my mind is stuck on that. You know, if it's stuck on feeding, I ain't thinking about cooking. You know, if it's on cooking, I ain't worried about feeding. So, you know, my wife comes in and add that balance, you know, to this whole parenting thing, man. Definitely thankful and tip my do-rag off to her, you know.
You untie it for me?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and untie it for her, man. But, man, I'll be devastated, man, to be honest with you. Don't get me wrong, man. I know I get through it. You know, I know I get through it, but man, it'll suck because that's a whole year. You know what I'm saying? Gone to where now you gotta come back and now you gotta try to rehabilitate yourself into the family. You know, me and Lil Man done formed a routine. You know what I'm saying? We got this thing all going, and now Mommy got to come back and try to work her way into this routine. You know what I'm saying? And she been gone for a year. Little Man don't recognize her like that. Like these are true things that happen when people deploy. You know, they come home and the kid ain't trying to mess with them like that. And you know, the parent or the father or the mother, you know what I'm saying, gets so frustrated because they think it's just supposed to happen overnight. You know what I'm saying? That things happen, man. They start yelling, you know what I'm saying? And it really messes up the home, man. So that's the big thing. Of just her being away from him for that year, man. Because like you said, she gotta rehabilitate herself again. She gotta get back into the how me and him were used to doing things. So she can't come in and disrupt the flow of things. She just has to adapt. You know what I'm saying? And that he may, by the time she come back, he may have adapted to, you know what I'm saying? Look, daddy don't give me hugs like that. So Mom, I'm cool. I don't want no hug. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? Daddy only read to me during the day. He don't read to me at night. I don't want to read at night. You know what I'm saying? So, those little things, man. Anything you would like to add?
No.
Huh?
No, you're doing good. There's 2 questions on the back, too. Whenever you make it that far.
Yeah, there ain't no questions on the back.
Oh, okay.
So what questions did you want me to ask?
That's all. I don't have any other ones if there's nothing else left on the paper.
Well, there you go. You know what I'm saying?
Any words of encouragement for those
Spouses?
who are in this situation?
Man,
Men or women?
yeah, man. I mean, let me speak to the men first. Man, you know, if you got a wife who's in the military, man, you know, nine times out of 10, man, she's the breadwinner. You know what I'm saying? From a carnal perspective, she makes more than you. You know what I'm saying? But you got to look at that thing from a spiritual point of view. Like he says that the two should join together and be one flesh. So it's not that she makes more than you. It's maybe we're making more money. You know what I'm saying? My money that I bring to the table, her money is no. Our money that we bring to the table. Like it's a us thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the mental blocks you gotta overcome. Because, you know, when I first got here, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, you know, I ain't going to get all into my, you know, the Lord, we've been well off since we've been married. But, you know, there were times where, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't working. I was in the midst of looking for jobs because I was doing contracting. And when the contracting stopped, you know what I'm saying, you got to wait to, you know what I'm saying, the contract kick back up again. So within those periods, you know what I'm saying, I was out of employment, man. So, you know, sometimes it was kind of tough. You know, your wife coming home and was, you know, basically like, you know what I'm saying, hey, you know what I'm saying, here you go to get you that, get you this, and get you that. You know what I'm saying? It was a hard pill to swallow, especially me being who I am, man. And you know what I'm saying, man. I've been working and grinding since I was like 11, man. Like literally, you know what I'm saying? Cutting grass, washing windows. We ain't gonna get on into everything, but you know, so to literally be in a position to where first off your wife make more than you, right? From a natural perspective. Right, your wife makes more than you. Secondly, you know what I'm saying, she's coming in and putting money in your hand. You know what I'm saying, like that right there, man, is that it'll crush that pride. But I thank God because that pride needed to be crushed. You know what I'm saying? Like that ego needed to be crushed. I don't care what society says. All that, a man's supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, he ain't a man if he don't pay everything and blase. Look, we're living in 2016. We are not living in huts anymore. We're not living to where a house was $4,000 to own. You know what I'm saying? We're living in a time to where you need multiple incomes coming in the house, man. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that, by all means. You know what I'm saying? So that was my biggest issue. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I thank God, man. It humbled me. It humbled me. It allowed me to see that she's my helpmeet. You know what I'm saying? The helpmeet is not you making the most money and you coming home and the house clean, or she laying over whenever you want it, or you know what I'm saying? When you say jump, she jump. No, that's not what a helpmeet is. A helpmeet is you guys help each other out. Where you're weak, she's strong. Where you're strong, she's weak. You balance each other out. You know what I'm saying? When the Father put two people together, it's going to be a healthy balance, man. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a healthy balance. Like I said, when she's strong, where she's strong at, you're going to be weak. And guess what? She's going to cover that weak area. Where I'm strong, she's weak. And guess what? I'm going to cover her weak area. And together, there's no weakness because we're covering each other. So I would definitely say that for the women, you know what? I can't speak for the women, man, because I'm not a woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a woman. So I can't tell you how to emotionally feel. I'll be crossing that line of something that, you know what I'm saying, I don't have no knowledge or wisdom about. But what I would say, if you're a spouse, you know what I'm saying, or you're a stay-at-home spouse, or you're seeking employment, for the ones who are staying at home, you know what I'm saying, embrace it. You know, you signed up for this. This is part of the military. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, I would love to have my wife, you know what I'm saying, come home early and I can go play basketball and she can babysit. You didn't hear that?
I heard it.
Oh, okay. She didn't laugh, so I had to make sure she heard that. Because I thought it was funny. But nah. Where was I at? Yeah. So that's what you signed up for. And I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be, you know what I'm saying, sexist, none of that. That's what you signed up for. Embrace it. Support your husband. You know what I'm saying? The last thing someone wants to do after literally coming home from being around soldiers, being around NCOs, being around officers all day is to come home to drama, man. Like, they should come home to total peace, man. You know what I'm saying? If you've never been in the military, you will never be able to understand exactly what a person goes through. You know what I'm saying? Being in the military, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Support them. You know what I'm saying? Listen to them.